Five, 6, 7 days to our this glorious Yoga Vaashishtha Ramayana Shastra Adhenam. Welcome you all, respected friends. Hearty greetings, gratitudes, congratulations, prayers. The terrible war described by Vaashishtha asking of Rama, and Vishwamitra ji also incorporated in this book because his aim is to write whatever Vasishtha ji told. Such a ferocious, frightening, terrible, mind blowing war's description, which we may not be able to present to you because of lack of vocabulary, etc. Why is it presented? First thing is because it happened. Second thing is because Rama asked. Third thing is Rama also, as he is going to be a king, will have to face so many of such wars, isn't it? Up to Ravana Samhara, then Rama ruling 11,000 years and then handing over the kingdom to Kushalava. This much we know, but in those 11,000 years of his being a king, time and again the Dushtas must have come. He might have eliminated them. But this Ravana Yuddha, then 14,000 Rakshasa Yuddha, that is enough, isn't it? In Rama's life, Yuddha has happened. So, Rama is prepared with all this description. Third thing, why this description? Fourth is what? For all those who are assembled there and for us who are studying. It's a mental preparation that such terrible wars can happen in the world for the Vesti and Samashti reasons. In those wars, either we may be a direct participants or onlookers or we may be reporters. So be prepared mentally for that. To tell us this, this description is given. Then the fifth reason, yesterday we saw very exhaustively that whoever are participating in that yuddha, it's not accidental. It is because of the Veshti or Samashti Prarabdha. Be attentive the next thought. We will be victimized by the Veshti or Samashti Prarabdha without freedom as long as we are a jiva with the upadhi tadatmya, with even an iota of expectation of anything from this world. Understood? We will be victimized by the Veshti or Samashti Prarabdha, in which we may have to be in the part in such yuddhas, not once, not twice, millions of times. If we are Jivosmi, we are Dehosmi, and for the sake of this Deharupadhi, we want something from this world. So jab tak ajnana janita jiva deha bhava is there, till that time we want something from the world, till that time, directly or indirectly, because of Vestya or Samashti Prarabdha, we will be victimized and pulled into such wars. And such a terrible, ferocious war is described, no doubt, but always need not be such a big war that we have to be victimized. It's so funny, 20 lakhs of people fighting the war, and in that, many may be alive. Not that all 20 lakhs will die. And in another small little fighting of two people only, both of them may die. Understood? We may fall into that type of one-to-one war also, isn't it? So you have to ask a question, then what is the way out? Way out is this only. No more desire for anything outer. That's possible only. No more when we have tadatnya with the upadhis. That's possible only when we have no more tadatnya with our jiva bhava. That's possible only when we identify ourselves with the our own atma swarupa. That's possible when we become antarmukha, do dhyana. That's possible when we have all the knowledge. That's possible when we do the Manana Chintanam. And that's possible when we do the Shravana Adhyanam of that Tattva from our Acharyas, Gurus. Therefore, the first step becomes Shravana. We are doing this here. So, through the Shravana of the Tattva Shastras, followed by Adhyana and Manana Chintana, when we get sufficient Jnanam, then we do the Dhyanam. We realize our essential self. Thereby, we are no more Jiva, we are no more Deha, we no more seek anything outside. Therefore, we don't become victimized by the Prarabdhas, Veshtiyar, Samashti, Karma Phalas. Thus, we won't be pulled into any of such yuddhas. For us to realize all these, that this yuddha description is given, that way we can take. है ना? Now example of Leela herself. As a Brahmana, Brahmani, wonderfully they were doing all the yajnas, upasanas, excellent seva, sadhanas. सीधा रियलाइज हो सकते थे. But the Brahmana thought of wanting to be king, and she wanted to be her his husband, his wife. अब देखो, he became king because of his sankalpa. She became queen because of her sankalpa. But luckily in that life as Leela, she did upasana, got Mother Saraswati. She got wisdom from her, knowledge from her. Now she is in Ativahika Deha. She has seen in the Ativahika Deha, Stula Deha Prarabdha Samasyas are not there. She is seeing all the lokas. So even in the Ativahika Deha, there is small little individuality is there. That is seeing all these things. Okay. Beyond Ativahika, when one reaches to Chidakasha Sthiti, then everything is me, in me nothing is happening. Therefore I am not troubled by anything. That is what is the Utpatthi Prakarana Saramsha, that you don't become Hetu for the Utpatti by your own Sankalpa, by your own Tadatma with Upadis. Like Gita mein Bhagavan said, Ma karma phala hetur bhuhu. Don't yourself become the hetu for the karma phala by expecting some phala from the karmas or doing those karmas anticipating some phala. All that is ignorance. All that is delusion. There is only one reality, and that is you, and you have to realize it. There is no higher, greater wisdom than this to be gained, than this to be convinced about, than this to be practiced, than this to be realized and established in. May this main purpose of this and all Shastras be clearly understood by us. Okay. And one more thing at little grosser level, these ferocious yuddhas, when so many times described, by listening to them, we become so much familiar with them that all those fears will go away from us. Because anything good or bad, when we become too familiar, it loses its value. Like all these shastras, jnanas, freely हमको मिलते हैं, इसलिए ज़्यादा उसका वैल्यू नहीं होता. Nowadays, any guru is available to us just like that. Therefore, no value respect to those gurus. There's a good positive, negative example given for the positive thing. And in life, mental preparation is required for facing anything, everything. So when you see all these things, we are prepared mentally and we don't get frightened so much. Like as we are seeing this Yuddha war, thereafter any such things happen, we know how to tackle, deal first ourselves. Like the pandemic when it came, Corona, we all withstood. Now we have an experience. So when such thing comes, when we know how to balance inside and outside. So this another help coming out of this listening to this terribly described war, which can be just foregone. ये ऐसा युद्ध हुआ करके छोड़ सकते. But all those descriptions give this result. One more thing is what? Very finest it is. I think we can just give it up also without talking. But I'll just mention a sentence. That every yodhas, every weapon lifting and shooting or hitting is nothing but his own sankalpa. Ha. With that sankalpa, he is doing that karma. It will have its own karma phala, isn't it? Like every batsman doing every batting is his own sankalpa, his own preparation. Therefore, he is there, he is doing that. Then the mutual complete samashti sankalpa led to the terrible war. Even the elephants, the horses, the donkeys, and the chariots, all of them that are there, human beings anyway, also are victimized by their own purva karma or samashti prarabdha, mutual prarabdha. Individual prarabdha, mutual prarabdha or samashti prarabdha. And this silsila goes on. है ना? Till Aham Brahmasmi is realized. है ना? It's a very funny thing कि the world run by Ishvara Maya has no mercy. In the sense, it won't give too much value to our individual opinions, etc. It is such a tyrannical thing. Like you say, I want to be a 6 footer with full stout body and strong chappan assi chest. You desire it and you get it. But the king is watching. This fellow is very hefty. Usko army mein khincho. Either your thought itself will make you feel that let me join army because I am like this, or the king will call you. In either case, your thought that I have to be a 6 footer, you never imagined that it will prompt you to become an army man, but that physical body itself has a chance to take you there. Like I little of the Shastras here and there I might have studied, but that prompted me to the Lord to use me for this work. Whether I prayed for it or not, imagined or I don't know. विचित्र है कि नहीं? अब देखो वो 4 फुटर है, 5 फीटर, 5 फुट, अब उसको ना आर्मी में खुद जाएगा वो कोई सिलेक्ट नहीं करता है उसको. Isn't it? He is free from that prarabdha because he didn't get that body. But whatever body he has got, he will be pulled into that. Whatever the skill he has got, he will be pulled into that. You have to do it as the seva selflessly and clear your prarabdha and don't do such sankalpas. Do sankalpa only for Paramatma. These all, if you are fortunate, you listen when you come to such classes where we talk. नहीं तो ऐसे भटकते ही रहते हैं. We ask for something, we get that. But behind that, so many other things are also included. You don't know. Like you want that girl to be your wife. इतना ही आपको मन मत है. आफ्टर मैरिज हर प्रारब्ध ऑल्सो फॉल्स ऑन यू. हर फैमिली मेंबर्स रिलेटिव्स उसके घर में कोई मरा तो यू हैव टू गो. हो गया. और सम फंक्शन हो गया तो यू हैव टू गो. अदरवाइज यू आर नेवर रिलेटेड. So many ways such topics can be analyzed for deepening, strengthening our all sorts of understandings. Any number of understandings we have to any number of depth or not. One thing is sure that Jivosmi, Dehosmi is the hetu for the Janma Marana Bandhana. Aham Brahmasmi is the only way for the moksha. Bas. May our studies of these Shastras happening for next how many hours, months, years, decades, lives, we don't know, should lead us to this conviction so that we say to the Lord, Hey Bhagavan, other than Tattva, I don't want anything. That's called as Tivra Jignasa, Tivra Moksha. Then only, without any emotional obligational bondage, we'll be able to say goodbye to everything and without any lazinesses, any dislikings, with full liking and willingness, we can go to search the self. मतलब we become perfect sadhaka. And when we are that way perfect sadhaka, both ways, sadhaka both ways, in the form of, in terms of vairagya to the world, in terms of ready to do any sadhana to realize self, very soon we will realize that self and there is moksha. In this way, through this channel, especially through these classes, we can really not only believe, can truly see and accept and understand with our maturity that it is the Guru Parampara Kripa, the Ishvara Kripa, that relentlessly it is guiding us in this direction. We are fortunate that way. Make use of it. I am to feeling that benefit. That's why I am any day afraid. If the Shastra Shravana Adhyana or Adhyana Adhyapana is not done, I may forget the goal. I may get lost in the world goal. उस डर से मैं डेली शास्त्र यहाँ पढ़ाता हूँ, वो मेरे को बचा रहा है. Because how much time it will take to forget the truth and get lost in the world? 1 second you put off this channel, TV and gone. That much enough. Again, to remember the Shastra or Tattva, to come to the Satsanga, and you have to struggle so much to come out of that daldal or that type of snare of the worldliness, which is so tough. So many too don't even try. Some try but never succeed. Many give it up. These are all how it happens. Okay, may the Guru Parampara, the Lord be with us to empower, strengthen us, and take us toward the ultimate. Thank you. Om, Om, Om. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Namo Brahmadibhyo Brahma Bhakti Yoga Dharma Vidya Sampradaya Kartrubhyo Vamsharusibhyo Mahadbhyo Namo Gurubhyah. Om Yairime Guruvihi Purvam पदवाक्यप्रमाणतः व्याख्याताः सर्व वेदान्ताः सच्चास्त्राः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम्. ॐ श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं रामनामवरानने. ॐ ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम्. एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तन्नमामि. परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्मविद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद् गुरुभ्यो नमः. श्रीरामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे वसिष्ठादि ऋषिभ्यो नमः. संकल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषत् योगवासिष्ठ महारामायणोक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधेन तस्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्ष कैवल्य प्राप्त्यर्थं श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणेतिहास संतवाङ्मयोक्त साध्य साधनानुभव सिद्ध्यर्थं तत्रोक्त ऋषिमुनि गुरुदेवता दर्शनानुग्रह अनुभव प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातन धर्मस्य विश्वव्याप्ति विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगत्यर्थं धर्म संस्थापकानां नित्य निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थं श्रीराम मंदिरवत् शिव कृष्णादि मंदिरादीनां पुनर्वाप्ते तेषु निरंतर शास्त्र अध्ययनादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातनधर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यन्तर शत्रुघ्न समूल निर्मूलन पूर्वक भारतवर्षे विश्वे च अस्मात् क्षणादारभ्य वैदिक हिंदव संस्कृतेः धर्ममोक्ष पुरुषार्थानां सुसंप्रतिष्ठा अवाप्त्यर्थम् अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां संकल्पित सत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयः तेषां हृदये परब्रह्मादीनां प्रति भक्त्यादीनां द्वारा जन्म साफल्यार्थम् अनेक शास्त्राणाम् अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये श्री वाल्मीकि महर्षि विरचित श्री राम वशिष्ठ संवाद रूप श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण स्मृति मोक्ष प्रकरण शास्त्रस्य पारायणम् अध्ययनं साधना प्रयत्न मुक्त्यर्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे. मंगलाचरण श्लोकाः. ओम यतः सर्वाणि भूतानि प्रतिभान्ति स्थितानि च यत्रैवोपशमं यान्ति तस्मै सत्यात्मने नमः. ज्ञाता ज्ञानं तथा ज्ञेयं द्रष्टा दर्शन दृश्यभूः कर्ता हेतुः क्रिया यस्मात् तस्मै ज्ञप्त्यात्मने नमः. स्फुरन्ति सीकरा यस्मात् आनन्दस्याम्बरे वनौ सर्वेषां जीवनं तस्मै ब्रह्मानन्दात्मने नमः. दिवि भूमौ तथाकाशे बहिरन्तश्च मे विभुः यो विभात्यवभासात्मा तस्मै सर्वात्मने नमः. सत्यं ज्ञानमनन्तमेकमजरं नित्यं विभुं शाश्वतं प्रत्यग्ब्रह्मरसायनं सुखकरं पूर्णं परं पावनं स्वात्मज्योतिरनादिमध्यनिधनं मायाविलासैर्मुहुः विश्वाधारमपास्तमायमभयं वन्दे विशुद्धं पदं. ज्ञानादेवात्मनो मोक्षः न तु कर्मसमाधिभिः अज्ञातोऽसौ स्वसदृश्यं सृजत्येवेति कीर्त्यते तस्मै श्रीगुरवे वसिष्ठमुनये नित्यं नमस्कुर्महे विश्वामित्रमुनिं शरण्यमनघं भूयो नमस्याम्यहम् तस्मै वाल्मीकये श्री गुरुतमगुरवे भूरिभावैर्नता स्मः पूर्णानन्दस्वभावः स्वजनहितकृते माययोपात्तकायः कारुण्यादुद्धिदीर्षुर्जनमनवरतं मोहपङ्के निमग्नम् आविश्यान्तर्वसिष्ठं बहिरभिकलयन् शिष्यभावं वितेने यः संवादेन शास्त्रामृत जलधिममुं रामचन्द्रं प्रपद्ये ओम श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः वशिष्ठादि ऋषिभ्यो नमः श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्रम तृतीय उत्पत्ति प्रकरणम नारायण लीलोपाख्याने रण प्रेक्षक जन उक्ति वर्णनं नाम चतुस्त्रिंशः सर्गः. So we are seeing the ukti, the comments by the people who are participating in the yuddha as well as the onlookers, which gives an idea of what's happening in the outer yuddha, so too in the minds of the people, etc. A beautiful, what you call, topic, in fact, which gives so much of information for us to ponder over. Okay, yesterday we have up to seen what for 24th mantra, right? From 23 we will see today. Om Hahatam Sainyam Bhatairuddhatamushtivihi Mahapralayakallolaihi Surashailastalam Yatha. So, Hahatam Sainyam Asmakam. One of the soldier or the Senapati is telling, Ha Hari Rama, Asmakam Sainyam Hatam. Our Sena is being killed. Bhataihi Uddhatamushtivihi, by the opposite soldiers with their ferocious fists, with or without weapons. And this getting beaten up and killed of our Saina is like what? Mahapralaya Kallolaihi Sura Shaila Sthalam Yata. Like Sura Shaila, even big Meru Sumeru Parvatas also, when the Mahapralaya happens, they are also drowned, dissolved into the Pralaya. बड़े बड़े पहाड़ पर्वत सारे भी will break away all the mountains and dissolve during Mahapralaya. So the Yuddha by the opponents is like Mahapralaya. They are finishing all our Sainya. So many things can be discussed on each one of them. I'm not doing all of that right now because consequences are already told in short, precisely. One thing can we learn from this is that it's not always our palada only will be bhari. Our pan alone need not be heavy all the time. The other opponent also can be bhari in another occasion. Every time only one side only will not win if there are two things. That's why you see in Deva Asura, not that always Devatas only are winning victorious. They are beaten red and blue by the Rakshasas many a times when those Rakshasas do the Brahma tapas or Shiva tapas and get the vara from those Devatas. They become so powerful. Indra adi ko kabaddi khel ke bhagat. And again, always Rakshasas are not there in the power or victorious. When the Devatas go and beg Lord Vishnu, then Lord Vishnu empowers them or himself comes, again dethrones them. This one thing let us learn. That's why in Yuddha, when you go with mental preparation. That anybody can be winner, anybody can be defeated. So too in the Yuddha called as our own human life also. Only in other than spirituality, there is these two things, defeat or win. In spirituality, there is no defeat, only winning. In spirituality, only defeat is not being spiritual. That's it. If you are spiritual, there is no defeat. You are going on doing it. We are going on learning it. ये जीत वाला युद्ध है इसमें, क्योंकि यहाँ कोई प्रत्यर्थी से हम लड़ नहीं रहे. We are fighting with our own lower nature, our own ignorances. We have the Guru Ishvara Kripa, therefore we keep on becoming victorious. Even when we are seemingly defeated, From that again we learn something to become stronger to come up next time. This is how anything, if you can think lot of things to learn. Next, Yudyadhvanyugrato Mudha Nayatarthamrutan Naran Nijan Pada Praharena Maitan Dharayadadhamaha. So Yuddha Dhani Ugrataha. With Ugra Yuddha Dhvani, the Sainya Dhyaksha is ordering the Sainya. He Mudhaha Nayata Ardhamrutan Naran. Just keep away the half dead these yodhas. They are blocking our way as if Nijan. Even if our people, carefully keep them away. Pada praharena ma etan dharayata. So when I said like that, not that so recklessly and carefully. They are Sainya, our own people, careful. After all, they have given up their life for us. We respectfully you push them away, not by kicking them with the feet. Oh adhamaha. When you give work to someone, when he does that work in negative way, you become angry and you scold them. So yaha, he says, Muda, are you blindfolded or what? Why are you not seeing that the Ardha Mruta Nara who are fallen on the ground, they are blocking our Yuddha way. So just keep them away. And when I said that, how are you doing it carelessly? They are after all our own people. Respectfully do that. Don't do it Pada Prahara. They are our own people. Pada Praharan Praharenama Etan Dharayata Adama. Our people, even the enemies also. Once dead, Yuddha enmity is over, that body deserves that type of respect only. So these are all very subtle Yuddha rules, regulations. Okay, and learn lessons out of thousands. One can be learned is what? When we become Ardhamruta in the Jivana Yuddha or in the actual Yuddha, we become redundant. We will be kept away. Be prepared for that. Isn't it like I am doing this? After 10 years, Ardhamruta. Who will even remember me? Like that, so many Mahatmas came, Gurus came, great people have come. Nobody is permanent in this world. Nobody will be permanently recognized. और जब कृष्णा अवतार आते राम जी कोई भूल जाता है करे क्या बताओ. You understood, no? That is how it is. Rama accepts, yeah, it's okay. Krishna avatar ko tum pakdo. Understood? Ardhamruta will be some. Therefore, especially in life, before the Ardhamruti happens, wherein we are incapable of doing anything. That's the Ardhamruti. Still alive, therefore not dead. But not able to do anything, therefore equivalent to dead. Therefore half dead, half living. Therefore Ardham. Before that situation comes, do all the study, sadhana, understanding, realize that Naham Devas. Then you are free. There is no other way. Aim at that one. Okay. Next, Dhammillavalana Vyagre Ghanotkanthep Sarogane Bhato Divya Sharirena Parsha Prapto Nirikshatam. Hare, very cute. That there is one Apsara, maybe a few of them. Dhammilla Valana Vyagre. That the Yuddha is going happening there. So Mahaviras will die and they come here, and then we can we can own them or we can welcome them. With this news, some of these Apsaras are getting themselves ready. Dhammilla means पीछे का जो बाल जोड़कर उस पे फूल वगैरह लगाना. They are getting ready. They are busy in that. And by the time they are tying down their hair to get ready to receive the Veeras, next to them when they looked, already that Veera person is there. That shows how quickly this fellow died in the Yuddha. Next to that Apsara already. स्वर्ग में जाते हैं ना युद्ध में मरने वाले. That is seen. You and I may not see it. Like in this war, how many died, where they are going, we don't know. But these Rishi Munis, these Divya Purushas who are in that Ativahika Deha, in that Nava Akasha, from where they are watching, they know it. And she is worried. I was getting ready to receive I have no patience, I just came to you. He's quickly taken there. So Dhammilla Valana Vyagre Ghana Utkante with extreme Utkantata. That Apsaragana are there. Bhataha, the soldier, Divya Sharirena, already in his Divya Sharir after leaving this Tula Sharir in that Yuddha, Parsha Praptaha Nirikshatam. By the time they are looking for, already came by Agayam. That is to say, that in the Yuddha in dharmic way, when dies, not even a moment's gap, he is bypassing everything in that supersonic satellite way as if such a speed he will reach to Swarga. Otherwise, in other cases, there will be yatana shariras, then nicha yonis, naraka yonis, dukkha, depending on papa punya, so many is done. Papa so much have done. Or if the punyas are done, deserving lokas we go. This is not only the Swarga. When the Punya done are of little lesser quality, then Yaksha, Kinnara, Kim, Purusha, Gandhar, Siddha, Charana, these lokas, Naga lokas, they are also of higher comfort, Sukha Bhoga, than human. There we go. So here, straight away, in the Swarga, next to the Apsara, so fast he has gone, such ferociously he fought the war, such pure was his intention. That's how we have to understand. Now, equivalent to what? In the non-yuddha scene, the one who is every day doing that adbhuta yajnayaga upasana to the Ishta Devata or the Devatas as per their own kula or told by the Guru, he also when he dies, immediately will go to Sarga without gap because throughout life he did upasanas. है ना? Like you and I every day doing their Shastra Satsang. Apart from, along with this, all the other nonsense doing, if we totally give up, who knows the moment we leave the body, we may be given a Rishi Sharira quickly. If we deserve, is example से हम imagine कर. Same way, if you have done all the crimes throughout life of negativities, the moment I die, without any gap, I will be taken into Naraka और पकोड़े में बना देंगे हमको वहाँ. तुरंत उसका punishment है ना? Like an example is, some people have done a very beautiful great work और रातों रात हीरो हो जाता हो, है ना? 3-4 छक्के मार के इंडिया को वर्ल्ड कप दिलाया मानो. He is hero the next day. He has become everything and he'll be given Arjun award, every award. अब वो बच्चे को मिला देखो. President, Prime Minister, because some batting he did, that's it. वो क्या award and but it game is simple, but they are playing is highly skillful. कितने जन्म से कर रहा होगा practice, we don't know. But has he not become? In so many fields, you see, overnight they become so famous. For just like that. That's an example to say that if the punya karmas are intense, how one goes to Swarga. So to the other thing you see, somebody just in one encounter shot dead and that's it. तुरंत दिखता है ना उसको मार गिराया बस उसने एक क्राइम कर दिया मार गिराया. So that is the example for quickly going to Naraga if you have done lot of papa. Example. Understood? So here that lady or Apsarasa getting ready to receive, by that time you already reached. Dhammilla Valana Vyagre Ghana Utkante Apsarogane Bhataha दिव्य शरीरेण पार्श्व प्राप्त निरीक्षताम देखते देखते निरीक्षता मतलब वो देखने के अंदर ही पार्श्व प्राप्त he came next to wait for each other. That Apsara also must have done punya, therefore he quickly reached there without her waiting for. It's like kabhi kabhi only one looking for the marriage of the daughter. फर्स्ट लुकिंग ओनली फिक्स हो जाता है. एक महीने में तय होकर एवरीथिंग पंडाल वगैरह सब हो गया, शादी भी हो गया, शी हैज गॉन. इन अदर केस फ्रॉम 10 years they are waiting for the daughter to no buddy मैच फिक्स ही नहीं हो रहा. See examples in this world. Everything, everything. 10 years, 12 years, no children. Somebody married by 10th, 12th month already children. Somebody does business. Start kiya, boom. एकदम विद इन फ्यू मंथ्स ओनली हिज प्रोडक्ट्स हैव बिकम फेमस. अदर वन 30 साल से धक्का खा रहा है. ही इज ओनली मीटिंग हिज एक्सपेंसेस. in this world. Punya Papa, Parishrama, Purushartha, ये सब मिलकर. Next. पुल्ल हेमारविन्दासो छाया शीतजलानिलैः स्वर्गनद्यास्तटीषु एनं दूरायातं विनोदय. So, either to the same fellow or maybe the other fellow who has reached after dying in the Yuddha. The Apsaras are talking to each other or the senior one ordering the junior ones. There also hota hai. What is that? Ki fulla hema aravindasu. Okay, in the fully blossomed gold-like lotuses. Chaya Shita Jala Anilai. With in the Chaya shade of the beautiful trees, Shita Jala with the cooling water, Anilaihi with wonderful winds blowing. Swarganadhyaha Tatishu. In the Nadi Tat of the Swarga Nadis, Enam, this person, Tura Ayatam, the one who has come all the way from the earth fighting the war, dying there, he has come na Vinodaya. Take him and entertain him there. तो थक्कर आ गए युद्ध में, उसको अच्छी तरह हिला के फूल फल खिला के विनोदया, give him entertainment, he deserves it. Like the order given by the senior Apsara to the junior ones is heard by somebody. And he is commenting. He is just observing it, what they are saying. So Vasishthaji, Trikalagna and everything he knows. So he also is noticing it. He has written there or said there. Valmiki has written it. So what is the thing we have to observe it? In our case too, when we go, as we are deserving different places, will be taken. So here in case of him, in the Swarga Nadi Tata, where beautiful lotuses are blossoming, water is cool, winds are blowing, beautiful shade of the trees, he will be entertained, means given bath and food, clothing and food and every type of entertainment. Sukha. युद्ध में मरा तो स्वर्ग, एक एग्जाम्पल. If he is working for dharma, not the other. Next, Vividhayudha Sangha. Some nice things are told, some ferocious things are told. Some things related to Tattva Jnana are told, some are told about karma phala. You know, I am doing this as an exercise to me to have that patience to go through every one of them, open up my intellect. I'm loudly saying it, loudly thinking it, so that anybody who wants to listen, they can also get an idea. Otherwise, somebody can say, सब कहाँ पढ़ना है, कोई एक गीता या उपनिषद पढ़ लो, वो भी तो है ही नहीं कुछ भी. But this is a very good patience creating text and thought provoking text at the same time. The glory of the sages like Vaashishthaji, the glory of Sanatana Dharma, glory of our Shastras, we get opened to. That increases our Bhakti Shraddha towards our Sanatana Dharma and our commitment for it and through it for our own sadhana. Next. Vividha Yudha Sanghatta Khanditograsthi Kotayaha Khe Kavantyaha Kanatkaraihi Prasrutaha Taraka Ivam. So Vividha, various Ayudha, weapons, Sanghatta, because of the banging, Khandita, broken. What are they? Ugra Asthi Kotayaha, the bones of all the living beings there. K in the Akasha, Kanatkaraihi Kavantyaha, making the Kadakadakana sound, Prasrutaha, spreading in the Akasha, seen like what? Taraka Iva, like the stars they are seen. The bones that are flying in the sky. मतलब किसी का ऐसा चमड़ा उधेड़ हो गया, the bone has come out, that also become piece and it is flying in the sky looking like a star. That is a terrible scene it is. Vividha Ayudha Sanghatta. मतलब the first Ayudha of somebody has broken that hand of him. Another Ayudha hit, it has get pierced and removed its skin. Another Ayudha came and made it into break piece that bone. The next Ayudha when it fell, that is shoot into the sky. मतलब उतने लगातार बाण लगी रहे. The first instance only that part of the body is separated. It's fallen. So another arrow when somebody is hit, not aiming at that. और कहीं एम क्या होगा, जाकर लगा तो टुकड़े होकर हवा में उड़ रहे. Like that. व्योमनि जीवन दीवाहे वहत सायक वारिणी चक्रवर्तिनि गच्छन्ति गिरयोपि अनुपंकताम. So vyomni, in the akasha, jiva nadi vahe, in that flow of the jiva nadi, all the jivas dying and going. What sayakavarini, and who is making that nadi flow, or what is the water in that nadi? Sayaka, the arrows are the waters that are flowing. Chakravartini, and in that nadi so many of the whirlwinds, whirlpools are seen. Gachanti girayahapi anupankatam. It looks like that even big big mountains also, when they are hit by this, and they themselves become dhul mitti, and falling into that waters, they become like panka. मतलब उतना भयंकर दिख रहा है कि बड़े बड़े पर्वत भी टूट कर पाउडर होकर वो दलदल सा बने, ऐसा युद्ध दिख रहा है वहां. सो that much is this Jiva Nadi that is flowing. Jiva Nadi is what? The people who are dying and flying in the Akasha, the Jivas. You can understand what it means is not only those the human beings who are fighting the war, the animals that are participating, not only that, the other animals which are innocent, they are also getting killed. Even a small microbe also dying is also Jivana. ऐसे कितने करोड़ों, like in the example of this war in the Gulf में, when the missiles are put, the human beings are escaping. But how many plants must have burnt? They are also Jiva. How many small insects must have been killed? They are also Jiva. So when they are that way, dying and going in sky, it looks like a Jiva Nadi only. That's the description. So many Jivas dying there, and that Jiva Nadi appearing as if big Parvatas also get powdered, dusted, and they fall in that, making it appear like a daldal ya kichad. That's what. Yomni, Jivanadi Vahe, what Sayakavarini, Chakravartini, Girayaha api Anu and Pankatam Gachat. Big big mountains also become Anu, powdered and Pankatam. है ना, जब मिट्टी जब आप पाउडर पत्थर को पाउडर करके पानी में मिलाओ तो वो दलदल बनता है ना, लाइक दैट. नेक्स्ट, भ्रमद्भिर ग्रह मार्गेषु शिरोभिर वीर भूभृताम आयुध अंशु लता नाल लग्नासि चल कंटकैः केतु पट्ट मृणालांग दलैर्लब्ध शिलीमुखैः वहद वात चलत पद्म नवः padma sarah krutam. See, for the sake of these shastras, at least I must learn Sanskrita. Mistake किया मैं, अगले तो जन्म में अगले पहले संस्कृत सीखता हूँ, so that any Veda mantras, Purana, Itihasa, the moment it is studied, I must know the meaning. अब तो ये ABCD नहीं आता of this Sanskrit. Oh Lord, you give birth in Sanatan Dharma, but next time please bless with Samskrita Jnana, Pandit Panditya, so that these things can be understood, enjoyed, shared, and we move ahead in sadhana. Of course, first give me Atma Jnana, otherwise, Dukrum Karane Nahi Nahi Rakshit. This giving pravachana will not give moksha. Only Atma Anubhava games. Dekho, Vajagopindam reminding us. Don't do any sankalpa first. First sankalpa always, oh Lord, whether I tell you or not, it is only Atma Jnanam Pradehi. Atma Anubhavapati Prachodanam Kuru Guru. See, ki Vahad Vata Chalat Padma Nabaha Padmaha Nabaha Padma Sarah Kritam. The whole Akasha is appearing like Padma Saraha, the river of full of lotuses. And what are the lotuses in the Akasha Nadi? Brahmadbhir Graha Margeshu. In the Marga of the Graha or doing the Brahmana. What are they? Shirobhir Veera Bhubrutam. The great Veeras in this Yuddha, their heads are moving in the orbit like the Grahas. मतलब वीरों के शिर ऐसे आकाश में उड़कर ग्रह मार्ग में घूम रहे ऐसा दिख रहा है. एंड दोज प्रमद्भिर ग्रह मार्गेशु शिरोभिर वीर भूभृताम आयुधांशु लता नाला. And all the Aidas are for the heads of lotuses are the Nala, Lagnasi Dalakanta Kaihi. and various swords, etc., are the dalas and kantakas in that Padma. Then Ketu Patta Mrunalanga. The Ketus are the झंडे जो है वही मृणाल है उन लोटसों के. Talair Labdha Shili Mukhaihi. And the arrows which are there, the sharp edges, na, they are all the beautiful kesaras, etc. of that flower. Vahad Vata Chalat. And what is that moving? This Akasha Saraha filled with the lotuses of the heads of the people of whom the pollen grains or the petals or the nala or nothing but the various ayudhas. Vahad Vata Chalat. The wind is blowing. So, in a mobile river of lotuses, which are the heads of the Veera and the Akasha, it is seen. So, somebody is poetic, so he is seeing it that way. So, Akasha में नदी में lotuses with the petals and the nala, etc. The nadi is again Jiva Nadi, the heads are the lotuses, and they are moving in the uh, planetary orbit like that दिख रहे हैं उनको, with the various parts of the lotus being various ayudhas. So in that way, Ketu Pata Mrunala Anga Dalair Labda Shri Mukhaihi Vahad Vata Chalat Padma Navaha Padma Sarah Krutam. Navaha Padma Sarah Krutam. That's the main sentence. The Akasha appearing to be a Saras like with the Padmas, the lotuses. Next. Mrutamatanga Sanghate Gira Viva Pipilikaha Bhiravaha Parihiyante Striyaha Pum Vakshasivacha. See, two examples are given. One, Gira Viva Pipilikaha. In a huge mountain, the small ants go and hide themselves to save. किसी भी वो पहाड़ के किसी भी small little hole they go and save themselves when any danger comes, when it is cold, when it is raining. Example 1. 2. Striyaha pum paksha siva. The women, when any frightening thing is there, maybe thunders or any big sound or any of the danger, any frightening person comes, what do? Their own husband, whoever is there, उनके छाते में जाकर लिपट जाते हैं अपने आप का बचन के लिए और वो डर से. These are the two examples given. For what? कि भीरवः, some of the timid and frightened yodhas who have seen that scene and are afraid, what are they doing? Mruta matanga sanghate parihiyante. The huge elephants are dead and fallen, no? उस एलिफेंट के पाँव के नीचे या उसके पीछे इधर उधर behind its ears they are hiding. So some of the frightened soldiers are hiding around the dead elephants like the ants in the mountains or the women on the chest of the husband or whoever protects her. That is the meaning. So, गिरौ इव पिपीलिकाः स्त्रियः पुं इव मृतमातंग संगाते भीरवः परिहीयन्ते. They are in some of the scenes that are seen. So again, in this also so many lessons to learn, but how many I can say, how many I can think. Some I leave it. One of this is what? Nobody's fearlessness is consistent. There can come a time of losing the heart and getting frightened. Like in any of the endeavors, even आध्यात्मिक लगातार होता नहीं, कभी कभी थक ही जाता होता है. When tired for 2-3 lives, nothing of the sadhana happens. Again you will get the energy and strength. Nothing is consistent in this world. Yogis, Mahayogis, who are doing tapasyas from many lives and are blessed by the divine in so many ways. Like you can see our Prime Minister and all. You have never seen him fallen sick from last 2014 means 12 years as a Prime Minister. You have never seen him taken a holiday. You have seen? The other Prime Minister of other countries घूमने जाते हैं, खेलने जाते हैं, मौजा करते हैं, parties करते हैं. They do. You have never seen our Prime Minister. Anytime he will get up, 3 बजे he'll get up and call Home Minister and asks, how are you? Is everything going on well? 5 o'clock we will call the defense minister. He will inquire, is everything okay in border? He's a Mahayogi. Only some rare people will be like that, who have conquered so much of the Prakriti and tuned to the divine. Divine is functioning through them and goes on going on. There's no individuality in them. If I am there, then I become tired, no? And the divine is expressing through me. How can like Hanumanji? There's no individuality in him. Hanumana means the one who has Hananam eliminated Mana, his own ego. So Rama only functioning through him. What was said in the very first portion of Sundara Kanda? You know, like Bhagavan Rama's Bana, Hanumanji went. Not only like, Hanuman is Rama Bana only. Te hi bhati chale ho Hanumana. Sri Rama's Ayudha is not only Duta. Some people rare, but others get tired. So these people are frightened, so they are hiding. अपने जान बचा. So many stories can be made around it. You might have realized कि ये useless राजा के लिए क्यों हम मरे? ऐसा भी हो सकता है. Like how many agitations that are happening in the US. Then why should we fight and die for that Israel? क्या हमारा को है? You see that? They're all suppressed. They won't come into the news. But that's going on. In China, how much opposition that why should we go into Pakistan and get beaten by the Taliban and all? हम नहीं जा lot of things that way. Anyway, next. अपूर्वोत्तम सौंदर्य कांत संगम शंसिनः वान्ति विद्याधर स्त्रीणाम अलकोल्लासिनो नीलाः. है ना? सी अपूर्व, अपूर्व मतलब पूर्व नहीं था. उत्तम ग्रेटेस्ट, सौंदर्य ब्यूटिफुल एंड हैंडसम, कांत द मेन, संगम शंसिनः are going to come and give company to make feel like this. In that Vidyadhara Loka, around that Vidyadhara Stri, that Vanti Alaka Ullasinaha Anilaha. A beautiful wind is blowing in such a manner that it is moving their hair. Bal unke. Alaka Ullasinaha. So that is giving them a hint that some of the great Veera dying in the Yuddha coming to us going to become my Kanta. So that means earlier was Swarga. Here some of the Yodhas are going to go to Vidyadhara Loka. And that woman in Vidyadhara Stri, she is feeling by the touch of that cool breeze which is moving her hair. That Shubha Suchana hai. Some Kanta means that beloved coming from that Yuddha. See that how many things to learn from it. Main thing is what? Some of them will go to even Vidyadhara Loka. है ना? भोगाकांक्षी स्वर्ग में जाता है. द एजुकेशनल आकांक्षी, द सैनिका विथ विजडम, लॉट ऑफ, ही विल गो टू विद्याधर लोक, because there is name itself says it's vidyadhara, not avidyadhara. The singers will go to gandharva lok, dancers and singers. Then the servants etc will go to the kim purusha loka. Those who are dasi rupa, they are going to kinnara loka, like that. Each loka, these specific minded people will be sent with their punya karmas. They are nothing like what you see on the earth only. In earth, on the earth, human beings, 800 crore wale, thousands of varieties, professions they are doing because of their own skill and deserving. Such lokas are there, they go to them. So that Vidyadhara Stri, when the cool breeze is hitting her hair, which is moving, feeling that, hey, well, me deserving Kanta coming from that Bhuloka. Apurva Uttama Saundarya Kanta Sangama Shamsinaha Vanti Vidyadhara Strinam Alaka Ullasino Anila. Not one, many of them. बढ़िया सा हवा का झरोका लगकर उन सबको लग रहा है आ रहे हैं हमारे लिए. Who? Apurva Uttama Saundarya Kanta. Apurva Uttama Saundarya. This is about the Veeras who are going to die and reach. Next. Chatreshu Diyamaneshu Sthiteshu Vyomni Chandrata Induneva Yasho Murtya Kruta Shubhrata Patrata. Wonderful. Huh? Chatreshu Uddiyamaneshu. When the Chatras are flying in the sky hit by the various weapons, Stiteshu Vyomni Chandrata. It is appearing like in the Akasha, the Chandra with his Kanti. The Chatras हवा में उड़ रहे, it is looking like Chandra with his Chandrakant. Or Induna iva Yasho Murtya Kruta Shubhra Atapatrata. The subtle way is what? The Yashaha Kirti Chandrika of the Veeras itself is in the sky appearing. Always you see this word in Hindi also said very famously Kirti Chandrika, Yasho Chandrika, Yasho Taraka. Then Chandra Tararkam like that. So like the moon's light spreads all across, so to this person's brave action or valorous action or service, whatever is spread everywhere, along with which his kirti also, that there is a person who has done the great thing. Again, you can see that that fellow the other day came footballer, like a pagal in India, all the country. Mein. I was stunned to see, and that fellow must be 1,000 times stunned. In a country of 140 crores, I am recognized so much. That's called Kirti Chandrika. I know. Very interesting because football is known here. But our people go there, they don't know cricket. So our people go to the gully, nobody recognizes them. हर तरह का ऐसा होता है. Like our PM also. When he goes anywhere, Kirti Chandrika has spread everywhere now. Matching with him, not so much matching. Our external affairs ministers, all of them also are so much respected. Because of them, the earlier humiliated or insulted Indians, anywhere, they are slowly getting respects. The ones who are wise, they are respecting. Those who are biased, anyway, they don't respect. कुछ लोग अमेरिका गए 40 साल हुए, but still they don't get respect there. Because still they have the skin and color differentiation. वो तो चलता ही. Some people cry, what years हो गया, I did so much seva to US, still they don't recognize me. Still don't recognize means still they look me with that biased notion. So no Kirti Chandrika. So here the Kirti Chandrika alone is seen in the sky of these great Yoddhas. Okay. Next one. Bhato Marana Murchante Nimeshena Maram Baboho Swakarma Shilpi Rachitam Prapta Swapna Puram Yatha. Some bhatas doing the Yuddha, hit by the enemy, almost dead. By the time he is feeling कि मेरा क्या होगा मैं मर रहा हूं, he left the body. Immediately he is in the Swarga with the Swarga Sharira. Like you sleep, when the sleep didn't come, doesn't come. You enter into the Swapna Pura is Nirmita, and you are a Swapna Purusha there. कुछ लोगों के ना सोते ही नींद लगने से पहले स्वप्न आकर दे रेवल इन द स्वप्न लोक. Like that, some of the bhattas, instantaneously having left this body, they are already into the Sharira in the Swarga. Bhataha Marana Murchante, after dying in that Yuddha, Nimeshena, in a moment's notice, Amaram Vapuhu, the Amara Vapu means the Swarga Sharira. How it has come to him? Swakarma Shilpi Rachitam, made by his own Swakarma of the great Yuddha here. Out of that, he is given that body, made out of that. Prapta Swapnapuram Yatha. He got that Sharira and is surprised. Mil gaya itna jaldi. That's what again 10 minutes back we saw. I need not repeat again. Our life should be such, with full of so many noble spiritual activities, that immediately after leaving this body, the next body, if we have not realized in this very life, quickly we should get full of all conveniences for this sadhana. Aim at the next life. Last 20 years of life from 65 to 90, 100 जितना भी जीते हो, अगले जन्म के लिए जीना है. मुक्ति के लिए जीना है. If it is obtained in this very sharira, nothing like that. If not, immediately we have to be in the next life in the spiritual way. There are so many Maha sadhakas who die. Immediately they get the Uttama Shariras. They continue there. And if you reach to the Ativahika Dehasthai, you can see them. You can easily see. Some of them take 1,000 years to get the next body. They only like the wind to go here or there, like Dhundukari, depending on the papa done by. Some of them less time, some of them 2-3 महीने में them immediately मिल जाते शरीरास. It's nothing like simple. When you come out of the flight, a group of 200 people, मतलब 200 got down. When they come taxi में, किसी को तुरंत टैक्सी तैयार होती है, कुछ 10 मिनट लगता है, कोई 20 मिनट लगता है, किसी को फेल हो जाता है, किसी को बोलता है आना था, I couldn't come, I am caught up somewhere, you book your taxi. No, this is like that. Everywhere when you sit for bhojan in any of the pankti bhojan, where you are seated, others are served. You are seated in such a position that everybody is served and the play, lastly it comes to you and by the time that fellow comes to you, the food is over. अभी लाता हूँ करके ही जाता है वो भूल ही जाता है फिर it doesn't come to you and you miss that jalebi. You eat everything and you are frustrated because jalebi has not served. You see so many examples. In this way, Shula Shakti Grushi Chakranam Rushtaya Muktatushtaya Vyomabdhav Matsya Makara Sankulavayavaha Stita. Wow, beautiful description. We could do how many today? Krishna Vasudeva 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 10, 11, 12. So 20 more are there, 1 day or 2 days, we'll see. Next one also, Rana Varnanam. Then the next one, 36th, will be Janapada Varnanam. Let us go through all of that with patience. I told you, no, it is to increase our patience and also expand our intellect. Luckily, in between, some of the things we are discussing also to open our understanding. Janapada Jaya Jaya Varnanam. In this way, these sargas keep on happening. Anna. In this way, more than some 50, 60, I think, chapters. In Mahabharata also, the Kaurava Pandava Yuddha Varnana comes. Bhayanga. Maybe we are not given that to study and we are given this to study. प्रभु की इच्छा ये है तो ये पढ़ रहे हैं. Thank you. सर्वं भगवत चरणारविंदार्पणम् ओम पूर्णमदः श्रुतिमात्रे नमः तत्सत् ब्रह्मार्पणमस्तु. Please join for the study of our next text. Thank you.